The year was 1999. On the radio, Baby One More Time by Britney Spears was the pop hit. In theaters, The Matrix bent our minds, and The Sopranos debuted on TV. But 1999 was a defining year for video games too. Let's dive into the top 10 games that shaped that era. Let's get started. Kicking things off at number 10, we have EverQuest. EverQuest was one of the first truly massive MMORPGs, offering a persistent online world where players could live out their fantasy adventures. With its vast landscapes and complex class system, it established many of the conventions of the genre. EverQuest was so immersive that players would spend real-world months just traveling between cities, showcasing the game's expansive world. At number 9, let's talk about Age of Empires II, The Age of Kings. Age of Empires II refined the real-time strategy genre with its historical accuracy, diverse civilizations, and deep economy management. Its campaign mode told engaging stories of historical figures, while multiplayer became a staple for strategy gamers. The game's development involved extensive historical research to ensure the accuracy of units, buildings, and technologies for each civilization. Number 8 brings us Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy VIII took the series in new directions with its junction system, allowing players to customize their characters in unprecedented ways. Its narrative, focusing on love and loss, was complemented by one of the most memorable soundtracks in gaming. The game's card game, Triple Triad, became so popular that it's been included in later Final Fantasy games and mobile apps. Sliding into number 7, we find Super Smash Bros. Smash Bros. Introduced a new kind of fighting game where characters from different Nintendo franchises clashed in a fun, accessible way. The game's unique mechanics, like stage hazards and items, set it apart from traditional fighters. The idea for Smash Bros. Came from a fan-made fighting game concept, showing how community ideas can influence big games. At number 6, we have Chrono Cross. Chrono Cross was an ambitious sequel to Chrono Trigger, expanding the narrative across parallel worlds with a cast of over 40 playable characters. Its storytelling, music, and battle system were critically acclaimed. The game was initially so large that it couldn't fit on one PlayStation disc, leading to considerations for a multi-disc release before optimization. Number 5 is Planescape Torment. Planescape Torment was an RPG where the journey was more about the mind and soul than physical combat. Its story, set in one of the most unique D&D settings, Plane of Sigil, was all about your character's past lives and redemption. The game's emphasis on dialogue, choices, and consequences was groundbreaking, influencing many RPGs that followed. At number 4, we have Pokémon Gold and Silver. Pokémon Gold and Silver expanded the Pokémon world with new regions, day-night cycles, and a whole new roster of Pokémon to catch. It also introduced breeding, shiny Pokémon, and the continuation of the player's journey from the previous games. The game's development team was so dedicated that they even researched real-world animal behaviors to bring authenticity to the Pokémon's actions. Number 3 is Unreal Tournament. Unreal Tournament was a festival of fast-paced, arena-style shooting with a focus on multiplayer competition. Its level design, weapon balance, and adrenaline-pumping matches made it a legend in the FPS community. Unreal Tournament was one of the first games to have a dedicated esports scene, with tournaments that are still remembered today for their intensity. At number 2, we have Silent Hill. Silent Hill brought psychological horror to the forefront, with its foggy, mysterious town and narrative driven by personal demons rather than just physical threats. Its use of sound, visuals, and story to create dread was unparalleled. The game's fog was initially used to mask the limitations of the PlayStation's draw distance, but became a defining atmospheric element. And finally, at the top spot, number 1 is System Shock 2. System Shock 2 combined immersive sim elements with horror in a way that few games had done before. Playing as a soldier on a haunted space station, players had to manage resources, hack systems, and outsmart the AI, Shodan. The game's influence can be seen in titles like BioShock, which took inspiration from System Shock's gameplay and narrative depth. The player's freedom to approach problems in multiple ways was revolutionary. And there you have it, folks. The top 10 games of 1999, each a testament to the creativity and innovation of that time in gaming. What's your favorite from this list? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Up next, the new millennium with the year 2000. Tuned